Okay, I'm here to talk about taxes. I pay taxes. I pay lots of taxes. I also help elected government to spend those taxes, and they do. Then they go and spend my taxes on things I don't support, like special interest groups or ridiculous wages for government workers who would be making half as much in the private sector. Now, I'm only one person, so I can't really make a huge difference unless I get 10, 20, 30,000 people behind me, because really in the end it's all about votes. A politician's only willing to lend an ear if it can do something for them in terms of the polls and the voting. So I don't have many options. I help elect one of two parties and won't sit back and watch them piss my money away. But I think I have a solution, and I think it's a solution that people can get on board with. So my solution is simply this: give the power back to the people. So the first thing we do is we classify everything that the government spends money on as either an essential or non-essential service. So essential services, fire, police, infrastructure. In Canada we have healthcare, all of those things. So we make a list. People decide on it. Everybody can help decide on that, on what we consider to be essential. So let's say, for the sake of argument, that 50% of the money I spend on taxes goes on essential services. And I think that's being a little generous. We create a new government department that creates an itemized list of all the things that my tax money goes to. And I know that's more waste of tax money, but that's one department I could actually probably get behind. And I don't really care how long the list is. So I get this list, and I go through it, and I check off all the things that I support, and I X out all the things that I don't support. And when I'm done, they take all the items that I don't support and they refund my tax money. So for example, tax money is used to fund museums right now. I go to museums, I like museums, I'm willing to put my tax money towards museums. Now, I also like art, but I'm not willing to give tax money towards the art gallery, at least here in Ottawa where I live, because they spent $1 million on a piece of art that looks like a flag. They call it Earth, Wind, and Fire or something like that. And all the elitists said, yeah, I can see it. And I said, if I cover the plaque, can you tell me what it is? No, it looks like flag. Yeah, that's a giant waste of money. $1 million? Pay me $100,000. I'll paint you a better flag. 4 stripes instead of 3. I'll make up some fancy name for it. Modern art. It's an elitist thing. If you don't get it, you're a peasant. I digress. So in the end, I get to decide where my money goes. It isn't spent by politicians who throw it at votes, essentially. I get to decide myself. Now, doing this wouldn't be mandatory. If you decide that you don't feel like taking the time to fill out that paperwork, well then basically you let the elected officials spend the money for you. That's your choice. But if you decide you do want to get on board with it and take the time to do it, then you can benefit the rewards of not spending all kinds of ridiculous tax money on ridiculous things. I got a feeling most people would probably be on board. Another good thing about this is politicians wouldn't sit around a table continually trying to nickel and dime tax money out of people. Around here they say, well, if we don't raise taxes, we'll have to cut police and fire. They always threaten us with something that we know is really essential. So in the end, I think it's a good idea to give the power back to the people in terms of taxes. If you don't like your government or you don't like the way they're spending it, why not let me do it myself, personally? Feel free to comment. Tell me what you think of the idea. Am I crazy? Am I mental? Do I not know what I'm talking about? If you have any more comments or ideas, please post them below. And let's get this done. Start a petition. Sign there.